I should say right from the outset that I favor a decidedly physicalist approach to the study of consciousness, and that I think that those on a spiritual path are better served than they might at first suspect by those championing intertheoretic reductionism, even if such a narrow focus will not resolve the hard question of qualia and why we have self-reflective awareness. In this regard, I am advocating what I call the remainder conjecture, which stresses that we exhaust any and all physical explanations first, before succumbing to what Paul Kurtz called the transcendental temptation, where we prematurely jump ship and opt for supermundane explanations for erstwhile mundane events. This, of course, doesn't mean that there cannot be something that transcends our rational understandings, but only that the best way to show evidence for it is to make sure that physics, chemistry, and biology are insufficient to the task. Far too often in our rush for the transcendental, we accept anecdotes and claims that, given enough careful study and time, don't pass critical scrutiny. In other words, if something is genuinely beyond science's reach, it will invariably show up as a remainder. But if we are not skeptical enough, we can easily be duped and mistakenly confuse a sleight-of-hand magician's trick as a miracle. This endeavor doesn't a priori indicate that we will be successful, or that consciousness is merely the result of an incredibly complex neural net, but only that if our efforts fail, we will be left with a most interesting remainder, which in itself will be highly instructive about the nature of self-reflective awareness. The good news in advocating a consilience approach is that if our consciousness is ultimately non-physical, then our science will end up driving itself to the very brink of an epistemological cul de sac, and in the process reveal that which cannot be explained away. The materialist agenda I suggest should be fully embraced by those most engaged in the spiritual quest, since it is, ironically, the surest pathway to discover precisely what is immune to our rational inspections.